Actually, you know what? Let's take a time out first. I want you to be able to finish that thought that you were just saying about how Judas was just like, just misunderstood. I want to get back to that because that's a hot take. But first, I want to welcome everybody back to the Movement Podcast. So excited that you're here. This is episode 2. To my right, as always, is our good friend Mason Buckner, a.k.a. DJ D13, yes. a.k.a. Dollar Store TD Jakes. Behind the camera is my man, Jaron Taylor, who is our producer and editor. Jaron, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing so good. It's great to have you. Great to see you, man.
It's great
Mason,
to be here.
Mason, get back to that. What you were saying about Judas just being misunderstood. Not that bad of a guy. What was that?
What? Why do you always come up
No,
with
you
this
always
stuff?
say that right before we hit record, and then once we go, you got a different...
Oh, no,
I'm not even saying you're wrong. I just wanted to hear...
I just don't... How did... We were even talking about that.
Off camera. We'll talk about it off camera. It's cool.
Hey,
just...
And Jared, you're endorsing it. You endorsed this.
I haven't even said a word, man.
Thank you. Stop pointing at him. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Hey, we want to get started right away because we got some fun stuff we want to talk about today. And so
through all of this.
If we get back to the Judas conversation, that'd be good. You know, I'm more of a Jesus guy. Obviously, you're taking a different route. But in your WWJD, was it what would Judas
Oh, my goodness.
be for real?
That's amazing how you come up with that every week.
Let's start with the rundown.
All right, so
Jared, what do we got? What do we got on the docket for today?
All right, we're going to start off with some small talk. So just recap your week.
Yep.
Then we got our first ever Better Than competition.
Ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Already.
And we're going to keep a running tally. We're going to keep a running tally. So this is going to last forever.
Forever.
And the week that you win, you get to, for the rest of the week, which we see each other a lot, say, Mason, I'm better than you. Mm-hmm. Which is all, I mean, I don't even need to go the other way because we know that's not going to happen. So every time Mason sees me,
Jake, you're never going to win.
It's going to be Mason, I'm better than you.
Never
and
that.
If you win, if hell freezes over and you win, you get to say, Brendan, I'm better than you, which I know is just going to do something for you inside.
I'm going to wear a shirt that says, Brendan, I'm better than you.
Man,
on Sunday, whenever I win this.
That's great. Okay, what's next?
That's weird. Then we got a new segment called Tell Me Something I Don't Know.
Yes, this is a segment I came up with to give Mason an opportunity to scour the internet, which I know he does quite a bit. And find information, articles that he thinks I am not aware of. And he is going to try and sell me on the idea of how this is cool, interesting.
Yes, definitely.
I'm actually excited for it because you've been working hard, right?
I have.
I
legitimately been looking high and low.
Legitly.
For these articles.
Is that a word?
That are going to baffle you.
Baffle.
Yes, and they're not just articles. You know, sometimes they might be just facts, random facts you probably didn't even think about.
Which is going to be even more fun because Jaron, in some way, is going to have to keep his phone on him, fact-checking everything you say.
Every little detail.
And then at the end of the show, we'll see how much of that was accurate and how much of it was
I'm telling you.
Mason Buckner.
I'm telling you, it's not Mason Buckner. ED.
That'll be good.
That was good. I like that one.
You know?
Mason Buckner.
All right. So that is Tell Me Something I Don't Know. And I will start the segment by asking you to tell me something I don't know. And we'll see how interesting that gets. It might be a one-off segment, depending on how
I think you're going to like it. I really do think you're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it.
Okay, well, let's get through the other stuff, and we'll get to that. What's next?
And then we got a new segment called So What Happened, and we're just going to watch a...
So That Happened.
Oh, So That Happened.
Yeah. So that's something I find to show you, and today it's a video, so we're going to get to watch it here. Right. They'll put it on the screens for you guys to see, and it's this pastor...
Yeah.
I don't even want to give too much of it away because it's so cringy.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Good that it's just, oh my gosh.
I can't wait.
It's going to be good. So that's the show. Is that it? After that, we're wrapping everything?
And then after that, just rating performance. And
we'll rate how we did.
Yeah,
give Jaron an opportunity to grade us, which I'll be honest, last week I got a really high grade, felt really good about it. You had room to improve. So we'll just see how this week finishes off. Starting off with small talk.
Yeah, let's get it. I'm ready for small talk. I'm ready for that. Can I go first?
You can. Go ahead.
My week has been awesome. I did a sleep study. Well, I'm going to be doing a sleep study. I went to go meet the guy.
Okay.
And he wasn't like a regular doctor. The sleep doctors are different. They're not they're regular certified doctors, but
Like he has a PhD though.
yes, he has a PhD, but he's just weird.
It was from Tarrant County College.
Yeah, right. It wasn't like he walked in, hey guys, let me help you. Here's my this, da da da.
Yeah.
He just seemed kind of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like he needed sleep. But I was like, I was so intrigued by
Don't
it.
get high on your own supply. You know, he's like, you guys,
Right.
you need to do this. I'm not going to take part in it.
Yeah, but I mean, his nurses and stuff were like his go-to. He was like, nurse, do you have da 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 da? I was like, okay, cool. He's using
What kind
his
of
nurse.
building was this guy operating out of? Because I'm assuming it was
storefront.
not a hospital. Yeah.
It was a storefront.
It was a
You know
cinder
what I'm
block
saying?
building.
Yeah, it was a
white cinder
next to a
block building.
Dickies. You know what I'm saying? Next to Dickies barbecue.
You had to bring your Dickies receipt for 10% off your first consult.
For real. So we sat there and he asked me all these questions about, do you snore? And, I come from a long line of snorers. My mom snored. My grandfather snored.
Gotcha.
We just, we snore.
Snore up.
And, in my household, snoring meant you got good sleep.
Yeah, man. If you're snoring, that means you're out.
That means you're out of there. But apparently, that means you can also die after 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can just stop breathing.
You can just be gone. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know that. So I sit there and he's like, okay, Mason, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over this. Do you want a mouth thing or do you want the thing that covers your nose?
Oh, what'd you
A
say?
CPAP. And I was like, so what's the difference? And the mouth thing holds your jaw forward and the CPAP literally
Annoys everyone else in the room. That's what a CPAP
Melissa's going to be mad. Okay. She's going to be so mad because
Sounded like Darth Vader trying to
it
sleep.
shoots air in your nose
Yes.
and down into your
So
lungs.
one time I was one of the assistant coaches, volunteer assistant coach for North Crowley basketball. We were in a playoff game. It was like there was this crazy freeze that happened while we were out of town, so we had to stay at a hotel. I stayed with the media guy in the same room, and he had a CPAP machine. It was the first time I've ever been around it, and that joker is not quiet.
Yeah.
Like he's like, this is my traveling one. It's a little bit less quiet. It's a little bit more quiet than the one that I have at home.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, cool. I bet I won't even. I'm like, if this thing turns off in the middle of the night, there's no way he survives.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it is working way too hard to keep
The one
this
at home,
joker
you
alive.
gotta gas
I know
start
good
that
well you
boy.
ain't paying for the expensive one. You're over there.
No.
Attach it to an old car battery.
Exactly.
We're
Exactly,
good.
bro. For real. So like I was like, I guess I'll do the CPAP just so I could.
Yeah.
He goes, well, let's do the study. And I was like,
Why
all right.
would you not first go for the mouth guard, being
Because-
it's less money and less invasive?
I don't want to sleep with it, and I have my head back, and it goes.
The mouth guard?
I would be scared that it would fall
So
in my
you'd
mouth.
rather have like a huge
Yeah, just
head
give it to me.
mask.
And plus, my wife sleeps with these noises, like thunderstorm noises at night,
yeah, yeah.
and I'd rather her hear that
Noise machine?
Yeah, the noise
Yeah, for
machine.
sure.
I'd rather hear the,
Do you toss and turn in your sleep?
Well, yes, because what I found out is whenever your throat hits the back of your neck, your body tries to wake you up. So the first thing you do is your leg kicks.
You're finding this out from this doctor?
Yeah, I'm finding this out from
Okay,
this
okay,
doctor.
okay.
He tells me that. And I'm like, okay,
I
cool.
thought that was just like self-evaluation.
No, it makes sense because my wife is all, hey, Mason, you move a lot and you move your legs. And I was like, I don't know why. Dude, I'm out. I don't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I decided to go with the CPAP thing. We're going to check that out. And I'm going to
Okay.
sleep with it and see how it goes.
Do
And
you try it out with them? Do you sleep with
yeah,
them?
you sleep with them. You sleep with them. And
in their facilities.
in their
Let's
facility.
clarify.
They have a facility somewhere in this little building.
Yeah.
I don't know where
They've got a
it's
bed.
at. They have a bed.
They've got bunk beds. So you go two to a room.
They showed me the brochure and it was like a nice looking bedroom and it had a dish.
That is not what you're actually going to be in.
I don't think
they
that's gonna
clip
be
arted
it.
that from
That's
some like the
definitely not
Mayo
gonna be
Clinic
it.
or something like
It's gonna
that.
be a little cot in the back in the janitor's closet.
Oh, you didn't bring your own sleeping bag? Oh no, we got something around here.
It's gonna be the littlest TV ever. He's gonna have me a phone here.
Well, that's interesting. So, how soon till you do that?
I'm gonna be going back on the 17th, so I'll be able to let y'all know how everything went.
Okay, so in a couple weeks we'll get those results.
You'll get the results from it, And
That's interesting. No, I want to hear what year comes back because I toss and turn a bunch.
dude. I'm telling you,
Like,
everybody
a
says
bunch,
it's
a
the
bunch.
best sleep
But I don't
ever.
snore. I don't snore. I just toss and turn a lot. Like I feel like I wake up a bunch.
Are you a light sleeper like
Yeah.
that? See, that's I don't do that. I can't. I'm out of there. When I'm done,
Yeah.
it's over. It's like wake him up. There's a fire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that'll be interesting.
what about you? How was your week?
It was good. It was good. Busy. You know, we're still dealing with all the flood damage, so we're meeting with. I feel like I have two roles right now, like the one pastoral part of it, and then I also feel like I'm a construction manager, like foreman, because I'm meeting with our general contractor. I'm meeting with the guys that are doing all the removal of the wet damage, which I think we're at the point right now where most, like 99% of the stuff that needed to be out is out now.
Right.
We're waiting for the adjuster to come back to A-OK everything, and then we'll start rebuilding, putting everything back, which is cool. It's really, it's a good spot.
It didn't take that long to take everything out, though.
It's a lot easier to move stuff out than to put stuff
that's true.
back in.
That is true.
That's where we're at right now. MDO just started operating, so Margie's been doing that over at Hewlin Street Baptist, which they've been so good to let us use their facilities.
Can you talk about that some so people can understand what's happening?
So Mother's Day Out is, and I think we've even talked about changing the name because that's exactly what we get to. People that have never been a part of one are like, oh, what is that?
Right.
Mother's Day Out is just like it's more than a daycare because there's a curriculum involved. Jaron actually just started not too long ago working.
Hey,
Maybe I should let him describe it because you work in the 4-year-olds?
Yeah, 4-year-olds.
Dope. What do y'all do?
So really, it's basically just a 2-day daycare.
Yep, Monday,
Wednesday. And
same hours that kind of school operates, 8 to 8:30.
So it gives moms just a little bit of time.
So imagine you've got a kid in school, and then you've got this other kid. And so 2 days a week, man, you can go do your grocery shopping.
That's awesome.
You can do the stuff that you need to do. Or, I mean, there's a lot of parents that both parents work.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just to have a better, what I believe, which we offer is a really, really good curriculum-based, Christian-based program. And so that 2 days a week, also your kids can start getting used to what school feels like.
Wow, there's also
a
pre-K in it too.
Okay.
So there's I think one pre-K class right now.
So right now my oldest Willow is in school at Clips, and then Waverly is in the 2-a-day preschool right now.
So they're at what church right now?
They're at Hewlin Street Baptist, just down the street from us.
That's what's up.
So man, that was huge.
Shout out to them for opening the doors. You know what I'm saying?
That's really
that's
good.
major.
And again, it allowed us to keep all of our employees paid, and which is a big deal for all of them.
Yeah.
So that was how the week went. And today, this morning, me and you had breakfast with, for the first time ever, not just the two of us.
It was different.
We got a small group.
And it was early.
We started our small group.
Golly, it was early.
For you, it was 8 o'clock. Let's not act
early,
like
man.
the sun wasn't
That's
up
like
yet.
every day for me.
Man,
8
that was
o'clock,
early, bro.
because the place we were eating, if we didn't get there by 8, we were gonna be waiting.
I saw one on the way out. It was crazy.
So we ate
bananas.
at our place in Burleson. It was me, you, Meyer, who goes to Christ Church, my buddy Tyson, who I grew up with, who just started kind of coming back to church.
Tyson is amazing,
and his
dude.
buddy Tyson's different though.
That dude is amazing.
He's
bro.
cool, isn't he?
He is.
It was so unique because we all knew some of the other people, but nobody knew everybody because even Tyson brought a buddy of his that I had never met.
Yeah.
And so for those of you who don't know kind of what we're talking about, at Christ Church, we believe in authentic relationships, and the best way we think that is facilitated is through having small group. As the church grows bigger, we have to think smaller.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to know people by looking at their big bald spot a few rows back during worship. Like, you actually have to engage. And today I probably learned more about those guys, and they probably learned more about each other in that 40 minutes we were eating than we have. I mean, how long? You've been at Christ Church for 3.5 years. Myers has been at Christ Church the whole time. Y'all didn't know each other like that.
No, He was a really cool guy, too.
He is, man. And then my buddy Tyson showing up.
Is something amazing, though.
Yeah, Tyson's, man.
He's there.
That's my dude.
We need to have him come sit in
I know.
and talk.
Oh, no, he already told me. Like, when I told him I was filming the podcast with you, like, he got super, he wouldn't say it, but he was, like, offended. He was like, oh, really? You didn't want to?
But y'all kind of look alike.
I mean, he's redheaded.
Like, no,
white.
but y'all got the beards.
Like, that's super racist, okay?
I mean,
Josh
Naylor, and
you and Meyer look a lot
You can
alike.
tell I look nothing like Meyer. Look
he's
at me.
Fit and athletic.
He's fit and athletic. But I'm telling you, Josh Naylor and Tyson.
Okay, no, me and Josh Naylor look like the same person. Me and Tyson are
it's just because Tyson has longer hair.
Has long red hair.
That's the only difference. You cut his hair off, you're going to be just like, I mean, I'm telling you.
So. Maybe
How long have you known him?
Oh, man. I think he started going to Christ Church in 4th grade.
Really?
And we just been chilling since then. Off and on, man.
Man, that
we
dude,
know way too much about each other.
that's
the
why we need
dude's
to have
got
him on here.
This dude's got a heart on him. We'll talk about that. But it was good because that was our first experience with the small group idea.
Yeah.
You and I have been meeting and eating breakfast for a long time, and I'm really excited. Our next meeting is 2 weeks from that because we're doing in person.
Yeah.
I try to get all these jokers on a Zoom call, which is what mostly everybody else is doing. And Meyer immediately was like, "Hey man, I love you.
Yeah.
I want to get invested, but I ain't doing a Zoom call." I was like, "Oh,
bro.
okay."
Yeah, bro.
So I was like, "All right, we're
that.
gonna do this one way or the other."
Because it's better to be in person and seeing and talking.
Yes, but not everybody is comfortable with that, facilitating that process. Because most of the time, listen, what we did today, we all spent $10, $12 to get breakfast.
Right.
You didn't have to, but you could have sat there and just drank water, whatever. But that is asking a lot. That will be a stopgap for some people to be involved,
okay.
where
That's what
it
you're
could be
saying.
completely free.
Yeah.
You just download Zoom on your phone, your laptop, bang, you're in a group.
Yeah, I
and
feel
so what we used to do is we used to do it in homes.
Yeah.
And that's still, I mean, for some people, they
So
felt
what if
like,
you want to get in one of these little groups? What should you do? Who should you contact? Who should you talk to?
Great question. Did you see that lead in?
Yeah, I mean-
Look at him, just sounding like he's like
Your
a
grade just went up, buddy.
man.
Oh, thank
Look
you.
at him. You would actually go text to the number 97,000 CCFW
I knew
next.
that number was going to sneak into this podcast.
CCFW next. Why would it not?
I knew it was. I knew it sooner
CCFW
or
next.
later.
And that's the cool thing about doing online. So Margie did hers on Zoom the other night.
Yeah.
And the girl that was on with her lives like 2 hours away.
Wow.
She moved away. She was going to Christchurch, moved away, kept watching us online.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't have a group where I'm at. And so she is literally in a completely different city, like way away. And she's on a Zoom call in Margie's small group.
I think that's dope how you
How sick is that?
how that happens. You know
How
what I'm
sick
saying?
is that?
That's
So,
sick.
yeah, if you're watching this, do not do life alone. It's too difficult.
Speaking
Be in
of-
an authentic relationship. Get you in a small group. We're doing it.
Speaking
It's
of
so
ladies, also, man, I
Yeah.
heard last Friday or whatever they shut it
Oh,
down.
last
bro.
night.
Oh, that was last night.
Yeah, that was last night.
They shut
First
it down.
Friday. Yeah, they were having
It was
worship outside.
Like Mimi came home and was like,
Okay.
"Yo, that was what it was."
That's what I heard. Margie went. Margie was there. She said Ruth. They just had a worship night. It was lit.
Yeah, that's what's up. So shout out
Beautiful
to the-
weather to do it,
shout out
too.
to the women out there.
I know, man.
You know
They're
what
not
I'm
letting
saying?
anything stop them. I was like, hey, man, we can't really give you all the SMC right now with the school, and obviously the main building isn't working. Like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it outside. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. It went off.
And they did it. Yeah,
It
that's
went
what's
off.
up.
First
man.
Friday of the month, right?
Yes.
That's what.
Yeah.
It's called First Friday.
It's called First Friday.
So it
It's
makes
First Friday
sense.
of the month.
Yeah, so you might want to put a flyer right here for them.
First Dude, people are about to start paying us for the shout outs we're giving them.
You already know, church affiliated or not.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, simple as that.
But no, I had a lot of fun this morning. We ate breakfast and then I went to the gym.
How was
took a
that?
shower.
Because I gotta go, man. I gotta go work out, bro. I gotta go,
Bro,
gotta
because
go.
like because I'm old now. I don't know if you've noticed that, and my body is wearing down. I need a good 20 minutes to like stretch and loosen up before I start working out. And that class started at 9:30, and it was like 9:15. I'm like, hey guys, first of all, everybody was supposed to be there at 8, and
Yeah.
everybody wasn't, so
Yeah.
they wouldn't seat us.
Yeah.
And so by the time we got seated, they brought out our breakfast. It was like 9 o'clock. And I was trying to get everybody to be able to talk and introduce themselves, which is what we did.
Yeah.
And then I was like, boys, I've got to go.
And you know what's crazy about that? Mentally, as a man, when you get to a certain age, you like, man, I could still do that.
No,
but
I can't.
You can't. You know, your
No, I
body is
can't.
like, mm-mm,
No.
nah,
Not today.
Not today.
Not
you can go
today.
out there and try it,
Yeah.
and pull all kind of hammies.
Oh, yeah. I think the only thing I do without getting too warm is golf. And sometimes I regret that immediately as well.
I bet.
Yeah.
That is
But
amazing.
Other than that, man, it was a good week. Excited to be here. Excited to continue on. So I guess that kind of wraps up our small talk.
Definitely wraps up small talk.
What do we got next, Jaron?
Okay, next segment. Better than competition.
Oh, here we go. I got it.
Here we go. I'm ready for this.
Stop hitting the
Sorry.
mic.
All right, explain to him what we're doing while I get us the paper.
All right, so I am going to be asking
Thank you, sir.
two questions, and you guys are going to have to answer for the other person, right? So I'm going to ask you, like, first question, what's your favorite hobby? Brendan, you're going to have to answer.
Oh, I write down what I think Mason's favorite hobby is.
Yes.
So it's really just how well we know each other.
Right.
Okay. Is that the first question?
I feel like Mason. Have you ever been in a relationship
Well,
where
here we go.
you
Your
know for a
ex-girlfriend?
fact that person likes you more than you like them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that Mason to
I'm not
you?
saying that's what this is.
I do.
I'm just saying
I do. I think I do love you more than you love me.
there's no shot.
It's
buddy.
cool, though.
No shot. I
Okay.
give you a hard time because I love you.
Yeah,
All right.
that's your first question.
That's your first question.
What's your favorite hobby?
This is cakewalk, bro. I don't even know how we even have to do this.
All right. Say yours.
Mine is DJing.
Dang it! I was doing that or video games.
Video games was really
It's a really
close.
close
It's a
second,
really
though,
close
right?
second. Very, very
Dang, I'm
close
down
second.
0-1.
Say
Wow.
yours.
Probably. I know you know it. Golf. Oh,
Yeah, golf is what I got.
dude. But like,
Spelled correctly.
all right, I'm down 1-0.
Yes.
It's a 4-letter word and it's spelled the way it
I'm just
sounds.
saying, hey,
how
spelled
else would you?
correctly.
Would you throw an E in there somewhere?
A U.
A golf.
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 Golf. Next question.
No. So DJing. Let's explain that. That's
Okay.
what part of these questions are. To get to know each other better.
DJing is.
Why do you enjoy DJing so much?
I enjoy it because I enjoy it now more because of the music that I'm learning about. The music that I had before was music that it was worldly music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was music that you hear every day on the radio. You can't go somewhere right now and find Christian hip hop on the radio here where we live. So it's an honor that God's given me the privilege to be able to.
Where do you get to
present
DJ?
it. What do you mean?
Where? Like how?
If
do
I
you do
DJ small, I mean,
Do you do radio?
youth-
Do you do what do you do?
I have a podcast also, but we're not talking about that right now.
I was trying to give you a platform to talk about it. I
Shameless
was
plug.
trying to set you up. Shameless plug.
Thank you. But I don't want to talk about it here right now. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, and like the basketball game we had last year, being
yeah.
able to DJ that, and people come up to me and saying, "Oh, that's Christian hip hop." I'm like, "Yeah, I love. That's what it is." And they ask me for playlists. Like Taylor King always asks me for playlists and stuff like that. So to be able to give somebody something alternative to the music they hear every day.
Also, how does it feel when like the crowd is feeling what you're playing?
I love every minute of it.
Right?
I love every minute of it. Like, and then I met Jay Woods, and he
Yeah.
does a lot of shows. And when he does shows, I DJ for him.
I've always wanted to be the guy that's in the DJ booth, but I'm just hitting like on my phone, but everybody thinks that I'm like coming up with it just
There's a lot of DJs who do that.
because you control
You control-
the
yeah.
feel, man.
Yeah.
When people are just moving to what you're playing,
Right. That's
Like,
what it's like.
yes.
It's amazing. But at the same time, though, I want to make sure that when I do DJ, I want to make sure that it's what the people want. Because you play something off, it's over.
do you ever feel like you can't play what you like? And
Yes.
you- really?
Yes.
Like for a wedding or something like that?
Yes.
Because they're like, hey, we want to play Butterfly Kisses right here. And you're like,
Yes. Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But see, whenever I was DJing in like clubs and stuff, the thing about it, people would come up to me and be like, "Hey, can you play Rod Stewart?" I'm like, "Do you not know where we at? Like, that's not gonna fly." You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Hey, throw out some John Mayer. What?
You know what
We
I'm saying?
are in a
Like,
dance club
for
right
real.
now.
That's not gonna work. But yeah, man.
What do you think DJing has most, like what trait or thing have you picked up on how to relate to people from DJing?
Patience,
Really?
man. It makes you a very patient person because you have to chill when people tell you, "Oh, that's not good. I don't like that mix. I don't like that song. Play the original." You know what I'm saying?
Are people that vocal with DJing?
Oh
Man.
yeah, 100%.
Seriously?
110%. They do not care. If you play a remix and you cut it off, the worst thing you do is cut off a person's song. Like short, you cut it off short. You cut off Cupid Shuffle 2 seconds short. The whole club is going
Before they get to slide back to the left? Hey, bro, I'm just stuck over here on the right.
I'm just stuck here. What are we
I
supposed
was
to
trying
do?
to That's
No,
so
for
funny.
real.
I have
Facts.
never been.
Facts.
I've been to a lot of
weddings?
like, places. Yeah, like weddings, stuff like that. I've
Let
never.
somebody play a part of the father daughter dance, and they'll be dancing, and the groom
And
will
they're-
be like, "No, cut it."
Oh, and they're obviously done.
Yeah,
like,
they're obviously
they've done
done.
their 2 moves that they were practicing: the twirl and the bend
Man.
over. And the dad's like, "I'm still doing
I'm
this."
still doing
And
it.
you, as a DJ, you're like, "All right, I'm gonna fade this out." Everybody just gets mad.
Everybody will. They were still dancing. What are you doing?
Oh,
For real.
I've never once approached the DJ.
Dude, I
don't think
have to DJ a wedding in a couple weeks, and I'm really scared about it.
Good luck, bro. Good luck. Just talk to the coordinator. Don't talk to the moms or the dads or none of that.
Just talk to the bride. That's it.
No, don't even talk to her because
really?
she'll change something that mama didn't told her not to change, and then the coordinator will be mad at you. So don't even go for it, bro.
Makes sense.
Real talk. Next question. Let's get it.
All right, pick one: private jet, personal chauffeur, or personal chef.
One more time.
Private jet,
PJ.
personal chauffeur, or personal chef.
Tuh.
That is tough. You have to explain this one too. All right, I'll say my answer first.
Yes.
Chauffeur.
What? I put personal jet. PJ.
Oh.
Because you couldn't spell
All
personal
right,
jet.
I'll explain.
PJ is why I put jet.
What was yours?
Mine was chauffeur.
I put chef.
Wow. Really?
Because you mentioned to us last time that you were killing meat, like you weren't doing meat.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet he's probably tired of eating just salads all the time.
That's
if a
pretty good
personal
thought.
chef was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna cook you some good vegan stuff.
That's a good thought. It's a good thought.
So for me, chauffeur, and this is probably the same reason for you. Like, so obviously personal jet would be dope, but I don't travel.
don't
like,
go nowhere
a
that
lot.
far. Yeah.
Like if we had campuses like all over the country, and I was like need like that, yes, that would be cool. But I still think a chauffeur, because I'm gonna use them so much more.
So much more, bro.
Yeah.
And like I was having this conversation with somebody months back who was actually in a position to probably get one of these threes, if not all three. And he was asking me, he's like, what would you do? I was like, I would get a chauffeur because you know how much business you could get done
Ooh, that's
in the back of a
exactly.
car
In the
while
back
they're
of a
driving
car.
you to
Yep.
and
Yeah.
from stuff all the time.
Yep.
Because that's my best thinking time, honestly. I hardly
too.
ever turn the radio on.
Me too.
If I need a distraction, I'm not even gonna say that I watch videos on my phone. I put it right here. But most of the time, like I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about conversations I'm gonna have. But if you get like especially if you got a chauffeur with like a nice car, like a Bentley or something like that, it's supposed to be chauffeured in.
Yeah.
And you get Wi-Fi connected on that thing,
Man.
and you're sitting down in the back of the laptop
and just working. See, that's why I say chauffeur too, because like you, I drive totally silent, and I'm in my own thought.
Oh, yeah.
And or either talking to God, you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, you can. Sometimes you could get lost. And I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, I saw that meme the other day. It's like, did you ever? Were you ever driving and then you like came to and realized that you were driving?
Yeah, like for
You're
real.
going somewhere
That's
and you're
facts, bro.
How I'm driving this right now.
Like for real,
Dude,
bro.
I've turned into my neighborhood and thought, how did I get here?
So
And
I
it's like
don't
middle of the
remember
day.
getting
It's
here.
not dark or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm so in my head on the way home. That
Yeah.
I forget. I don't even think about every turn I've made because it's so consistent.
And it's the thing about it is this right here. Whenever you're driving and you're in your head,
Yeah.
you're looking at you're seeing everything.
You're 100%.
You're seeing everything.
Yeah.
You're just not mentally checked in.
Your brain only gives you the pertinent information.
Yeah.
I read that sometime that your brain is your filter for what is pertinent and what is not needed. So your brain will kick on the moment it sees red brake lights in front of you and let you know, hey, something has changed.
Yeah.
You need to adjust. But like if everything's smooth,
Like I've never gotten to like a wreck or anything. I ain't even got close to a wreck. Thank
I
you
have.
God.
not all of them are my fault. Actually, I've gotten 2 cars upgraded to nicer cars because somebody
Hit you.
ran into
Yeah,
me, totaled me.
I haven't been. I've been in.
All right, so we're going to our third question.
Third
now.
question.
You're up 1-0.
Yes.
Don't
It's
feel
kind of
comfortable
crazy we
with
both picked chauffeur though.
I think that's a smart answer.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure a lot of people would pick jet, but
You know how much it costs to own a jet too?
here's the deal: we're looking at it as in you've got the money. Someone just says, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a jet. Use it as much as you want." Here's the problem though: when you get to where you're going, it's gonna cost something.
Yes, it is. You right?
People are like, "Oh man, I can fly to Hawaii whenever I want." Okay, lodging ain't cheap. You ain't got a house there.
You gotta store
But
that
you give
jet.
me a Bentley, I get to sit in the back and work from.
All
like
day.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
This is the office.
Yes.
Or training day.
Yes.
Welcome to the office. First floor.
Definitely.
All right. Next question. Favorite type of food?
Meaning.
So like Italian, Mexican.
This is easy, bro.
Got you. Oh
It
no.
looked like you only wrote like 3 letters.
Be quiet.
No, not what his favorite food is. What his favorite type of food. I know what you wrote.
Oh, favorite type of food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Favorite type of food.
Why didn't you leave it? I need a point.
Gosh, a favorite type of food.
Give him a countdown. 10
5,
seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
What's yours?
Favorite type of food? Anything without meat.
That's not
That's
a type,
not
bro.
type.
Pick
Chinese
a-
food.
Dang it. I put Mexican food,
Yeah.
man.
Mexican food is second, a close second, because of beans.
That's not why I put.
I put fried foods.
That's still not a type. So
Do you understand how this game is played? How is he beating me right now?
Fried is not a type of food.
No.
We were talking about like ethnic food, like
I'm gonna give
Mexican,
Brendan
Italian.
this a point.
Can't give him a point.
I won't take a point, but I feel like he should almost lose a point.
No, I'm not losing a point.
Fried food?
Fried is a type of food.
No, you probably. I'm guessing the first thing you put was pho.
Yes, it was.
So what? You know what type of food? Asian food. Asian food would have been a good guess.
Yeah.
I would have accepted.
So what is your
Asian
answer?
Asian food.
Okay.
I like noodles. I like sushi. Like anything.
Sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah, dude. We order from Taste of Asia.
Oh
at
my
least once a
gosh,
week.
that's the spot, son.
Oh my gosh.
Let's not hype them up.
Dude,
but
their
that's
Kung Pao chicken, extra spicy, game changer. They got
Sushi's
the
off the
peanuts in
chain,
there. They
bro.
got oof. Margie loves the beach roll.
And you got the noodles. Those noodles be off the chain, son. Let's not do that though. I'm sorry.
God,
So
we are not doing well. though.
We're tied 1-1.
No!
I'm not taking a point off.
You're not
that.
gonna take a point?
I'm not. I want him to
That's gonna
lose a
be
point,
nice.
but I don't think he should.
1-0.
1-0.
Me. Let's
Okay.
go.
Favorite color.
All right.
I'm ready. What's yours?
My favorite color, what I thought for
Your
you.
favorite color is
Forest green.
green. Let's go.
Dang it. What's yours?
Purple.
That was really close.
Would you look?
You're wearing it right now. You are it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just know I went for the point.
Whatever, man.
Just know I went for the point. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
now 2.
I know, but the last questions were double, right?
Yeah. I'll do
I
that.
like how you
Actually,
gave him the look. Make sure you zoom in on that
Don't
look.
you dare.
Make sure
There
you
was no
zoom.
look.
Last
I was
point
just like,
double,
right?
right?
I think it's
All right,
worth triple because
There
this question, like whoever answers it right wins.
All right.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay. Pick any decade to live in.
Ooh, I like this.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I like this.
This is going to be great to talk about.
Yeah. What would Mason choose?
Decade.
Okay, let's preface it with this. Am I living at my current age in that decade?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So like,
So like if I go back, like I'm not my age living in, like I can go to the 1910s and I'm
sure.
33.
Like what decade would you want to live through?
Okay.
Cool. At the age you're currently at.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. So
All right. You
I go
say
first.
yours first, yeah.
Yeah.
The 70s.
Oh man, I put the 90s.
I thought 90s for Mason
Right?
too.
Nah,
I thought the 90s
70s,
would have been like
man.
golden
The
years.
70s is the music, bro. The music of the 70s is just
See, that's why I would pick the
Amazing.
80s.
because of music.
Yeah.
Man, the music of the 70s was all instruments, dude. Like all instruments. There was no punch in and nothing like that. They
Yeah.
sat there and doom, doom, doom,
I didn't
doom,
want
doom.
to. Yeah, music like that doesn't. I don't know. That didn't inspire
The
my
music
answer.
and the fashion of the 70s was
Yeah.
really, really sick.
I actually, this is such a lame answer, but I chose the 2000s.
Oh, I was so thinking that.
picked 90s
But I
for
put the 90s.
See, I like the 2000s because we're still getting to the technology age that is going to be like internet,
Yeah.
iPhone.
Yeah.
different stuff like that. I almost picked 2010s, honestly, because we'd be even more. But I was like, I don't want to go through 2020 again, so I don't have to live through that joke again. But also, if I got the knowledge that I do now, and I get to live in the 2000s, I get to make some really good financial decisions.
Yeah.
That will be paying off.
Think about
right
the
about
70s.
this time.
Man.
Yeah, for sure.
Banking.
For sure.
So Mason won.
Yeah.
Let's go with the confetti.
Good thing this is just a practice round for the better than.
No, it's not. It was a real deal. Shirt
All
coming
right,
next
Mason,
Sunday.
go ahead and say it. You get to say it.
Brendan, I'm better than you.
Yes, you are.
I'm better than you, bro.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
better than you.
Hey, I called this at the beginning, though, that he would know more about me than I know about him.
You did actually. So does that technically mean that Brendan's better than you because
Yeah,
No,
you
don't
that-
try
that
to
you
don't
knew
try to
everything?
don't try to do
No,
that.
no.
Let's not
I will.
do that.
Hey,
Let's not
I
do
take
that.
my wins, which happen most of the time, just as good as my losses. And Mason, you are better than me.
Let's go.
You are better than me right
Team
now.
Mason, hashtag.
But in 1 week's time, we'll be doing this again, and I will favor it to me. See, that's what happens when you get all cocky.
What if they just all fell at one time? Would you be scared?
We need to get a hot glue gun or something, I think.
Would you be nervous if they just all fell at one time?
Oh, yeah, I would be out. All right, better than. You are better than me. Okay. What do we got next on the docket? Oh, this is yours.
Tell me something I don't know.
Hey, Mason,
Yes.
tell me something I don't know.
I'm going to tell you something like this. The average price of a date. What do you think the average price of a date in each state is? Like Texas, for instance. How much would you
Average
spend?
price of a
A
He
date.
I
has
was
to
gonna
guess
say-
each state.
I was gonna
It's
say
not
we
like
go
each
like
state.
50. I don't
I'm just saying,
understand.
just pick a state.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay, so
think?
Texas.
So Texas,
the,
straight
the
up.
state that I live in.
Yes.
The average price of a date.
How much would you spend on a date? First off, whenever you and Margie first started,
Yep.
what was the average? You was like, man, we going to Taco Bell, baby. That's all I got.
So I'll be honest. First date, we spent more because obviously I'm trying to impress her. We went to PF Chang's.
Mm-hmm.
Then I took her to what's that comedy place? Oh,
Hyenas?
4 day weekend.
Okay.
4 day weekend. So that one was pricey.
Right.
But the average of all of our dates, man, you gotta think meal, entertainment, probably like movie is probably like the number one thing people do on dates, which is crazy expensive. But if like we went to mini golf, we did, I would say 2 people a date. I think $40.
Ooh. Wow.
That's low, huh?
That's low.
Yeah,
That's low.
I bet that's low. Because I think the 2 of us could probably eat for. No, it's probably gonna be $25-$30 for a meal. Honestly,
That's Oklahoma
yeah,
prices.
I bet. You know what? Honestly,
you know?
and I know it's low, but I still probably wouldn't go over like $50.
Okay, the average.
Because most dates, like college kids, ain't got just crazy money.
Man, apparently they do because the average here in Texas is $110.
Get out.
No, I checked it. Like
There's
that's
no
legit.
shot.
It's $110.
Fact check. That's $110.
Yeah.
$110, bro,
100. What?
on a date.
What are y'all doing? Like once a month dates? I can't afford
Dude.
no.
I
I bet
No
their
date
only
I've
thing,
been
on. I guess we just did a lot of hangouts because ain't no way I'm taking Margie out on
Right.
multiple $110 date right now
no.
with the money I'm making right now.
He's like,
There's
no, not
no
with the
way.
money I'm making now when I do that.
No,
there's
I'm not-
states
I'm
that
not
are
making
higher
much
than
money
this,
right now.
though,
States that are
dude.
way higher than that.
Dude, that's
Texas?
Oh no, I get it. Texas is reasonably priced. You go to New York or California, we're getting ridiculous.
Texas is 22nd out of all the states.
Okay, so right, like upper middle.
Yeah.
That's not bad, but dude, that is
New Jersey is $259.
Is that the top?
New Jersey is $259.
I did say New York. Yeah, New
Yeah.
York is gonna be crazy expensive.
Cali's only $226.
He said
You know what I'm saying?
it's only 226.
Hey, how much you spend on your date? Car payment?
Hey, guess
A
Oklahoma.
reasonably
Though.
Hyundai monthly payment?
Guess Oklahoma.
Oh, like $6.
It's 63. It's
Oh.
nothing.
Yeah, that's about as much as I spent on a date.
And that's what I was assuming.
Yeah.
Like $110.
$110.
I think some people aren't,
That's just a lot of money.
but like, I'll say, right now, like, so Margie and I, because the girls, we don't have just as many dates. And I know everybody's like, y'all should have a once a week date. Listen, that's just not our life.
Yeah.
We hang out, we watch television shows together, we do stuff together. We don't have to leave our house and our kids to have time. Now, that is important. And I'll say when we have bigger milestones like our anniversary, birthday, stuff like that, we try to go do something nice. But still, like we'll go to Del Frisco's, okay? That's our spot. That's our like, hey, celebrate spot. That's treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Day,
you did something.
Everybody got to treat himself. We go to Del Frisco's. We share a steak.
Yeah.
We share a salad. We share the sides. We share a dessert, and you still get plenty. There's still a doggy bag coming home. It's got to be less than $110 for that whole day.
But you got to understand, not just the dinner, what you're going to do after. Babysitter's also included in that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, babysitter's also included in that.
And them jokers, that's a racket right there.
That makes more sense.
Them jokers.
Yeah, babysitter's
when did
also
minimum
included.
wage for babysitters go up to $15 an hour?
I don't know. But
like, I ain't even mad. Like, Miss Ashley, if you ever watch this, you are incredible. All my other babysitters, you're worth every penny. But I know some of these jokers don't even know how to boil water, and they're sitting here talking about you owe me $12. Yeah,
get you a good in-house
babysitter.
You know what I'm saying? That's what my daughter Tiara is.
Hey, I told my mother-in-law she's willing to come live with us whenever she wants. She don't have to pay nothing.
Exactly.
Just watch the kids when she needs to.
That's true.
Hey, that was a good one. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Mason, tell me something I don't know.
Well, this is something that you might not know.
Okay.
Whenever we see people on TV, they look extremely tall, right? You know, most people, you could tell if they're really short, but most people, they look kind of tall on TV, and you think, I'm probably taller than that guy.
Okay.
So, like, Kendrick Lamar.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
He looks somewhat average height.
I would never look at Kendrick Lamar on television and be like, oh, that dude's short. I understand what you're talking about.
He's 5'6".
They got, what?
Yeah, 5'6", bro.
Yeah.
5'6"?
5'6".
Yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
That dude's small.
That dude that's a small guy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm 6'2", so I'm above average on height. And sometimes I forget that I'm that tall. And no joke, and I said this to him the other day. Me and Pastor Jeremy were just standing next to each other, but we were standing close enough to each other that, like, I looked over and then felt myself drop my chin to look down, and I could see the whole top of his head.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm tall." But I never think of people as short because I feel like I'm tall.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's 5'6".
yeah,
That's shorter than my
Kanye
wife.
looks like a tall guy.
There's no way Kanye's short.
Kanye is pretty short. He's 5'8".
What's average height though? 5'10", 5'9", 5'8"? Somewhere around there,
I
right?
think
For
that's
a guy,
about average.
it's average height.
It's kind of short. That's little to me.
I mean, you're how
Now,
tall?
somebody that shocked me.
You're how tall?
Me, I'm 6'1".
I'm like 6'1".
Yeah, we are above average in this room.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay, so what about Bieber? How tall do you think Bieber is?
Oh, that Joker's 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, exactly, 5'9". Good.
Yeah.
One. That's good.
But he's thin, so he looks small.
Yeah.
And we saw him growing up as a kid, and I don't remember a moment where I was just like, oh, look at that huge growth spurt he took. Like, you were just like, oh, it's a little big kid, and then, oh, he's an underwear model. What is happening right? I feel, and they're like, no, he's like 19. I'm like,
That's
I
like
feel
that's like,
uncomfortable.
for instance, Offset, Cardi B's husband. You know? You don't know
Are they
who
still
Offset
together?
is?
nope.
Offset?
I know who Offset is.
Well, he
Migos.
is 5'7". And, you see him in skinny jeans, you think he's a taller guy.
I know Tom Cruise is
Actually,
little bitty.
I have that he's 5'9".
Oh, okay. Well,
Wow. Thank you, fact
thank
checker.
you.
I
Thank
got
you
you.
for fact checking.
Yep.
5'9".
I know Tom Cruise is little bitty.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is little.
I remember seeing a picture or something like that. He was on a movie set, and he was having a face-to-face with, like, the girl, the romantic interest. And somebody on the set took a picture. That Joker was standing on a box that was off screen. You couldn't see it like this tall. And I'm like, ooh. You know who else? Oh, that I saw the other day that's real small is Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin
Yeah,
is a little
he's
bitty
tiny.
dude.
Kirk Franklin. Did you see the NPR, what are the tiny set that they did?
Tiny set.
They do
What?
a Tiny Desk concert.
Oh, man.
Or something like that. I think they just put it out. But he was sitting at, oh, dang, I don't want to be mean.
Was his feet
He was
swinging?
No, he was sitting at a keyboard, and I swear that thing looked like it was maybe 6 inches off the ground. And every time he stood up, he was just as tall as all of his singers that were sitting down.
Oh,
And
no.
I I am not gonna hate on him. He's got energy,
Yeah, he
like
does.
crazy. He's the only dude that you know who he is, and he does not sing on his songs at all.
Yeah.
But his arrangements are so
they're
dope.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Crazy.
his singers and his players he get are so dope.
Yeah.
But that dude is small. Somebody told me, somebody I knew told me that they had sung with him, and he, when he does concerts, he puts himself at different places of the stage
To look.
to get the optical that he's taller than he is. If he calls somebody over to come close to him, he always sits down so you don't realize like, oh, if he was to stand up, he'd be right here on the. I always wonder what it's like being Jeremy.
I wonder what it's like to be little. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I wonder if, like, are you faster?
You're sneaky. I can tell you
Do
that
you
much.
move quicker? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
PG status, bro.
That's good. I like that. All right, Mason, you got 3, right?
This is the last one right here, bro.
Mason,
Hope
tell
you're
me
ready for
something
it.
I don't know.
This is crazy. A woman in Florida allegedly bit off her man's thumb.
I was about to say anything that starts off with a woman or a man in Florida is going to be crazy.
Bit off
Come
her
again?
man's thumb and left it on the floor. 39-year-old Ladina Jefferson of Lutz, Florida, bit off her boyfriend's
Lutz,
thumb.
Florida. Where's Lutz at? What's it near? Go ahead.
Bit
keep
off
going.
her boyfriend's thumb after, punching and hitting him and everything else. And the kids saw the fight actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
And when the cops came in the door from all the altercation, they said, hey, Papa's thumb's over there.
What's that over there? Let's go ahead and fingerprint that.
Yeah.
He's like, no need. It's mine.
It's my thumb. My thumb. Yeah.
She bit his thumb.
She
I don't
bit
know
his
that I
thumb
could
off.
bite somebody's thumb off.
You know how much pressure you have to do that?
I know that we have way more
lot.
pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
we think we
able
do.
to actually bite off like your own finger. Your brain just tells you
Yeah,
no.
obviously your brain won't allow you to do
what?
which is crazy. Your
Yeah.
brain will stop you from harming yourself.
Okay.
So I have to give myself shots in my hip,
Yeah.
and the first like 4 or 5 times I did it, it took me probably 45 minutes. Because every time I got close to my skin with that needle, which I'm not scared of needles, like everything was shut down.
Oh my God.
Like I would literally, I'd be here, I'd be pinching part of my skin, and then I'd go like this, and it would just be like, everything in my brain is like, push the freaking needle in your
Yeah.
skin, and my hand would just be like, nah,
Wow.
this isn't a good idea. And
Yeah.
so I'd start to have to like, you know how you breathe real fast to hype yourself up. I was like, and I just like stab, but it felt like I was
Man.
trying to stab myself.
Yeah, man. That's
Because
crazy.
your brain instinctually tries to protect
Yeah.
yourself. Like that's
Yeah,
the way
for
you're
sure.
wired. One other time, I was in Las Vegas on vacation with some friends, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to." One of our friends was like, "I'm gonna pay for you to jump off the, what's the tall building there?
Stratosphere?
Strat."
Yeah.
So
That thing is scary, bro.
They call it
Yeah.
a slow descent.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
So it's 2 wires going from the top to the bottom.
if
It's
you
a-
can't put a picture of the stratosphere right
yeah,
here so
I
they
think
can
it's
see.
118 stories.
It's huge.
118
Is it the one that's on the
stories.
needle?
No, that's a roller coaster
Yeah,
on
okay,
the top.
yeah.
So this one is just below that, but there's 2 wires and you're attached to both of them. And at the bottom they start to thicken up, which slows your descent. But at the top, it's just
Free fall.
falling.
Wow.
So we start off, and at the bottom, you have to watch a video.
Mm-hmm.
They got to get you sized up. You got to wear this harness and this jacket, and they let you go outside and see somebody else do it.
Man,
Okay?
the pregame is mad. That's terrible.
And so no,
That's terrible.
It's all necessary. You're not even thinking about it until you get in the elevator, and you got to get into a second elevator that goes higher than the first one. But you go out there, and they have a big target, which is funny.
Wait,
'cause
time out. They have a target,
a target
below you?
like the red target, red 2
Below you.
a red circle, a white circle, and then a bigger red circle. Just like the target sign.
Yeah.
And it's huge. Like it's got to be 30 yards across.
Right.
Because these 2 big cables, and people, because it's descent, they land right in the middle, and the target looks huge. And you're just like, oh, okay, like that's where you land. They have these
That's crazy.
layback seats that everybody lays in so that you can look up and you're not like breaking your neck.
Yeah.
So like the seats recline all the way so your family can sit there. And they've got all these GoPros they're going to put on you. They're going to put one on your head. They put one on your wrist that you pay extra for so that while you're flying, it's like
right
it's
in
on
your
you
face,
because
bro.
you don't put your hands anywhere but like this, and because your natural instinct is trying to slow yourself down.
Yeah,
so your
yeah.
like hands are trying to catch air, and so this thing just gets you the whole time. So the lady Jelaine who paid for me to go, she's like, "Oh yeah, we're getting that extra camera for him
bro.
because I'm gonna make fun of him for
Do
the
we
rest
have
of
this
his life."
footage?
Do we have the footage? Please
Okay.
tell me we have the footage, bro.
It's somewhere. It is somewhere, but she didn't want it because I knew in the back of my head she was going to use this against me the rest of my life.
Oh, definitely. Of course.
And so I, like, the night before was like, you can't look like a wuss. Like, you can't scream like a little girl. And I just was like, it's going to be bad. Like, I'm not scared of heights anyways, but like, I knew it was going to be bad. It was going to catch me off guard. And so I had pre-gamed in my head. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're going to make her look dumb. Because
Right.
she had done it the year before,
Right.
and she freaked out.
Yeah,
and so
of
she's
course.
like,
Who
I need to
wouldn't?
get him on camera freaking out.
Yeah.
So I will tell you, when I did jump, like it took your breath away, and I was like, oh, and I was like, ah, and then as soon as I realized what was going on, just the ah, and like I looked back at the camera like, this ain't nothing. Like that's exactly.
Stop
I
it.
swear, she
Stop
was
it,
so
bro.
mad. I did.
Stop
like I will
it,
be
bro.
honest. I reached down into the depths of who I am, and I was like, you have to look like a G. Like you just like now it helps. I am not scared of heights at all.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
that
at
makes
all.
sense.
And so, but even not being scared of heights, you get up there and you grab the two rails
Mm-hmm.
and you face out. And they're doing all these checks and rechecks. There's two people up there, and they're buckling you up because even to walk out onto the banister, you got to be. You have a huge safety harness
Right.
attached to you, so you can't go too early. And so they're like, "All right, first line on, check. Second person goes, all right, first line on, check. She checks it. Second line on, check. Second line on, check. They're repeating each other back and forth, back and forth.
yeah.
The whole safety procedure. And then she goes, safety harness disconnect. And the person didn't say that. The person, instead of repeating that line, said, he is no longer attached to the building.
Oh my goodness.
And that's what she said. And when she said that, I just felt my hands white knuckle this thing. And she goes, all right, sir, it is your turn.
Right.
Step out to the edge. And I moved. Everything inside me was like, all right, let's move out to the edge. Again, I'm trying to talk myself up like, this ain't no big deal.
Yeah.
You got this, you got this, you got this.
Yeah.
Because I'd been hearing them chirp the
Yeah,
whole time.
of
Oh, we
course.
can't wait to see you. You're going to look so dumb. You're
Yeah.
going to wet yourself, all this stuff. And so I'm like, all right. And she goes, go ahead and take one more big step forward. So I took a step forward. She goes, get your toes over the edge. I'm like, all right. So, of course, I ain't going to look down. I'm like, all right. And I took a step forward, got my toes over the edge. So I thought, and she goes, sir, your toes over the edge. And I look down. I am this far from the edge.
my
I am so
God.
far. Like, and I guess my steps were like little bitty baby steps. And I felt like I was taking strides. And I was like, ding, 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 ding. And so finally I mustered
Oh my
up to get my
gosh.
toes over the edge. And I looked down
Yeah.
at this 30-yard target. And it is the top of a pin head.
Yeah.
It looks so small.
Yeah. It looks so
Which
big.
was
with
the worst
I bet,
moment because when
bet.
I was standing down there, it looked like a football field.
Yeah.
And from up there, I can barely make out what it is. And I'm like,
Woo.
bro, this is real high.
Yeah.
And so I knew because they were all chirping. Oh, last year Melissa and Jelaine were up there, and they said 3, 2, 1. They had to say 3, 2, 1 like 7 times
Yeah.
before they let go. And my buddy Clayton, who was with me, who's got my back,
Yeah.
he was like, "You just gotta go.
You just gotta get it, bro.
Like you gotta let
get
go."
it.
Because he was saying he was leaning forward to fall off, and his hands wouldn't let go of the side rails. So he's like out here, and he just. And then he'd be like, "Can you pull my hands up?" Like, "Sir, we're not allowed to do
Not
that."
allowed to do it.
And so he'd rock back. And so all this is going through my head. Don't look like a punk.
Yeah.
Don't look like a punk. Don't
Yeah.
look like a punk. And she says, "All right, sir, I'm gonna count you down. 3, 2, on 2." I'm just like, bing, and I
Just
let
went
go.
with
and
it. Just went with it.
I knew once she said 1, if I hadn't gone
Yeah,
already,
yeah.
I was standing right there. So 3, 2, boom, ah, catch myself. ha ha ha, this ain't no thing.
No, stop it.
And then I turned my hand out so the camera wasn't watching me. And I lost it, bro. I was like, this ain't no thing. And dude, I mean, the rest of the time, she didn't know why I did that, but when we got to the bottom, she's like, give me that footage, give me that footage, give me that footage. She looked at it, she's like, oh.
This is disgusting.
And she put it away, bro. Everything inside of me, like adrenaline is going nuts.
Gosh.
But that's what it was. I had to go because everything in my body did not want to let go. Because your first instinct is to protect yourself.
Got me crying, bro.
All right, Mason, that was a good segment, man.
Yeah, man, that was dope.
Good job.
The story was pretty funny, though.
I think we will do that again. So you gotta find some new stuff now.
Oh, I got you.
Gotta find some new stuff for.
I got you. I think we can do that one
next time. All right, let's get to the last segment. This is probably the one I was anticipating the most. A pastor by the name of Stuart Allen Clark had some things to say.
Wait, that's enough said,
Stuart
right?
Allen Clark. The three names already let you know like something
this is about
up.
to be amazing. I'm ready.
I believe he was doing a. I don't want to actually make any assumptions just yet. I want you to be able to watch it.
Okay.
And we'll just discuss what you think about what he said. If you agreed with it, if you disagree with it, if you think that is something that someone like him should be saying.
Okay.
Or
I'm gonna give you the real too.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
do it.
I've never seen this video.
We won't pause the video. We'll watch it all the way through.
All the way through.
And then I'll let you. We'll just start with you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. This is Pastor Stephen Allen Clark tells women to look hotter.
Wow. Hotter, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And ladies, here's the thing you need to know about men. Don't give him a reason to be like this distracted boyfriend.
So I like automatically he's trying to throw memes in there.
Don't give
He's
him a
working to be
reason to be
relatable.
looking around.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
So, okay. Why is it so many times that women, after they get married, let themselves go? Why is it? Why do they do that? Now look, I'm not saying every woman can be the epic trophy wife of all time, like Melania Trump. I'm not saying that at all. Now, most women can't be trophy wives, but you know, like her, maybe a participation trophy. I don't know, but all I can say is not everybody looks like that. Amen.
Okay.
Asking for an amen.
But you don't need to look like a butch either.
Did you get that
How
one?
can
Yes,
I do that?
yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question. I'm so glad you asked that question because you're in my office, you and your husband, and we're talking about your marriage, and you've asked me this question about what can I do about that. All right, if you were sitting in my office,
might be
here's
my
the first
favorite
thing I'd say to you, and boy, I hate to say that, this is why I don't do marital counseling anymore, and that is weight control.
Weight control.
So how important is this? Let me tell you something.
What?
I have a friend.
Am I hearing?
He has put a divorce weight on his wife. That's how important this is.
What?
You know, makeup. Makeup is a good thing. You know, one little boy said to the other boy, why do girls wear makeup and perfume? He said, because they're ugly and they stink. You don't want to be ugly and stink. Scientists have discovered, by the way, a food that diminishes a woman's sex drive. It's called wedding cake. Yeah.
Is this stand-up hour or is this Joker? Initial thoughts. Go ahead. Because we're planning on having him in the fall to do a marriage.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
What was your favorite part? And I'll get into mine. I know you only got to see it once. There was so much going on.
To be honest with you, my favorite part was just the beginning, the trophy.
The trophy wife.
What is the
There's a random trophy. So he's obviously talking about trophy wives. I think that's what we cut into at the beginning.
Cut to Ivanka Trump? What? She's
I like the line. Yeah, right?
What is that? What?
I like the line. He's like, you know, not all women are meant to be trophy wives. Some of them maybe are just participation. Like this Joker is denigrating women and then cracking jokes in the middle of his message.
Where were the people? Why weren't nobody
By
watching
the way, this is a sermon. This is
No,
not.
it's not.
This
Stop
is,
it.
This
That
is
wasn't
a
like
sermon.
a conference or nothing.
No, this is his Sunday morning. Let's get something straight. Obviously,
What
too many
book was
pastors.
he reading out of?
I feel like he starts this message, by the way, by saying, "I know other pastors aren't willing to have this conversation, but I'm different. I'm gonna keep it real today,
I mean,
folks."
to keep it
and everybody's
honest-
like, "Okay, pastor, okay," and then whammy.
Bro, he got too much belly to be talking about anybody.
Thank you.
You can't. If he got up there and he was chiseled and stuff,
Bro,
you know
if he's
what
a
I'm
Brad
saying?
Pitt looking dude, you're like, okay,
I mean,
no.
hey,
I
you
wouldn't
know.
be like, hey, okay, but I'd be like, okay, you obviously don't understand
Yeah, like
that not everybody's perfect because you
somebody's
are.
not happy at home.
Somebody don't own a mirror. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is like, what's
Like,
that?
for
What's
real.
that scripture? Don't be talking about the speck in your eye.
Yeah, you got
When
a log.
I got
in
a
here.
log.
Yeah.
This bro's got a log. He's got a forest growing out of his
A whole
eye.
forest, bro.
And he's talking about. And I love the fact that and I'm not saying he didn't, but nowhere does he. They're gone.
Yeah.
And nowhere does he talk about men at all.
No, I'm just shocked. He said Ivanka Trump. He should have put the real pictures of her.
He said, if you come to me and you're like, Pastor, how do I fix my marriage? My husband is looking
Weight
at other
control.
jobs. Weight control.
That is gangster. That's savage. If he does that, that's a savage preacher right there, bro. You gotta lose some pounds, girl. You know what it is. Stop it.
And again, has he not looked in the mirror?
No.
Like, my brother is not running marathons.
No, he's not out there with
He
no
is not
4-4
in the
speed.
CrossFit journey. If it is the Jesus Christ CrossFit
Like,
journey.
how-
Like, he is not.
Okay, can I ask you a question as a pastor?
Please,
You're a pastor. You're the pastor
please.
here. You're the pastor here.
Go ahead.
How did he get ready for this? Like, did he pray? And how do you get ready for something like that?
See, what had happened was.
I want a pastoral outlook on that. Like to be like, oh well, this Sunday, guys, I'm about to bring the fire.
Yes. I would have to, number one, know him better.
Right.
And know what his upbringing was, what his current marital, like, it would not surprise me if he is a single pastor.
Oh, it's got to be. There's no woman at home. Or divorced. Maybe divorced. He's bitter.
At least not happy.
Maybe maybe this was after he got the divorce and she took a lot of his money and he was just bitter. So he's like, guys, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Some of these chicks are getting fat out here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe, but if he is married and his wife is sitting on the front row listening to
How does
this,
she support that as the first lady? How does she support
Another thing
Hey,
that-
man.
yeah, no, that's another thing I like about that is, a pastor is struggling when he has to ask for the amen.
Yeah,
It's getting quiet.
yeah.
It's like, come on now, amen.
Come on
that.
now, y'all
And
know- y'all
can
know what
almost,
it is.
I would invite you go to that video and turn the volume up, because I'm sure you hear some men just give a really soft, like, amen. Not you though, baby. Not you. Baby,
No,
I like
they
you
ain't talk-
just.
they ain't
I
even
don't like
talking
you just.
about you.
Nah, amen.
Like that's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable.
No.
That's uncomfortable all the way around.
Like, what scriptures did he use?
You the pastor, you tell me. Please let me know.
I don't think I've read that part of the
Like
Bible.
in the Bible, does it talk about women's weight?
I know it's like, hey, leave your mom and your dad and go cling to your husband or your wife. I know,
Only if she's 130 pounds?
yeah. Bro, that divorce weight, he has a divorce weight.
Divorce weight.
Everything I've ever heard is like, hey, you know what? We don't even talk divorce, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, I've heard pastors, which I don't even know if I still agree with that. Like, I think that there are scenarios
Yeah.
that divorce is the right option.
Yeah.
Like, if it's an abusive relationship,
Yeah.
which I got to assume I want to talk to his wife
Yeah.
and let her know you
Yeah.
can you can let him
You can
go.
leave, baby.
God,
You can get out of
God
this.
would not be dishonored by you
Yeah.
leaving this human
Yeah.
waste.
Because she's working.
She is.
She's working out every day hard.
Oh, and she is sweating hard so you don't see the tears. You know what I'm saying? Because he must have her on an elliptical 24/7.
every day. Every day. But I did have a friend
Obviously,
in high
she's
school.
using
dude.
it because he is not.
I had a friend in high school, and he was like that, you know? He was like, the only girl I could date, she's got to be this weight or whatever, right? And I was like, bro, are you going to do that like the rest of your life? He went to the military, you know, came back. He finally found his girl, and she's big as all outdoors. So, I mean, maybe it just, I don't know.
I wonder, yeah, I mean, your taste buds change. Maybe you just like, you know what?
I mean,
It ain't that big of a deal.
it's just shallow and simple-minded. I hate it. I
know.
hate it for his congregation.
Well, it was crazy because you do a little bit of reading on this guy. He was like, in his denomination, I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to do that, but in his denomination, he was like one of the...
Stop it. He better not
like,
be high in rank.
Yeah, so like he was going to
Quitters.
be speaking, talking, delivering some big conference that's coming up.
That
And then
was
after seeing this, they were like, nah. He's not us.
Nah, he's not what we
He's not
needed.
one of us. He
He's
is
not
not
what he
one of
needed.
us.
So-
And then the church took down all of his sermons.
Oh, man.
Like all of his stuff.
No.
Which you got to think, if he had that,
This
there's
guy
got
was
to be
gold,
something.
dude.
So I read some of the stuff that he was taking up. He had one sermon, and it seems like it's all two women, because he had one sermon when he was like, you know, I know that we've got some Southern belles in here. Oh, excuse me, unless you're Hispanic, maybe you're a Taco Bell. And I was like,
No, you're kidding me. He did not say that.
100%.
That is awesome.
In quotes.
That is awesome.
Clarify awesome, because there's some people that are
Oh,
going
no, not awesome that he did that. That's awesome that he would even have.
He would give us that kind of content to talk about.
That is such great content right there.
That is awesome that he has
crazy.
such little social awareness and cues that he thinks that jokes like that are.
Wow. And this dude is where? Where is he out of?
If I did remember, which I
He's
think I
got
do,
three
I'm
names.
not going
What
to.
was his three names again?
I shouldn't even given his name, but you're going to find him. Like,
That's
could you imagine my dad getting up on Sunday and just be like, I feel like God gave me some specific message to some ladies out here.
No,
I'd be
man.
straight up looking back at the sound booth, mute him, mute. Hey, go to the video. The video that we have queued up. Hit that announcement video one more time. Let's bring the worship team back up real quick. Go ahead, Roof.
Like, where is his handlers? Where are the people where's his deacons?
So this is a guy, obviously, that does not have people around him.
Obviously.
There's nobody around him that he is talking things through. Like, so for here at Christchurch, we believe we don't build anything in isolation.
Right.
This dude has been creating things out of isolation his whole life.
My goodness.
Because that would not fly here. It would never, like, accidentally happen. Like, I will say this. I mean, my dad has freedom to do whatever he wants.
Right. Of course.
Luckily, we know his integrity. He would never do something like this.
Yeah.
But we have multiple services. If that happened, it would be deleted so fast. He would... Honestly, I'd probably call an ambulance because, number one, my mom would move him. number two, I would be like, he is mentally deranged right now.
Yeah.
We need to get
Something
him some
is going
specialists.
on.
Yeah. His chemical imbalance.
So this had to be normal.
Yeah,
Because nobody did anything.
Nobody did nothing.
Nobody did anything. So this
Not
was
only
his
that, it was
normal
posted.
rhetoric. Yeah.
This isn't somebody sitting in the back saying, this guy's crazy, I'm going to video it.
Yeah.
No, his church posted that sermon on their website, Facebook, YouTube, whatever.
Wow.
And then somebody kind of holding like, oh, no. No, I got to let more people know
It's got to
about
be
this.
a small town. It's got to be a small town.
What do you think? Because I don't even know. What do you think his message title was?
I don't even know.
Just come up with it.
I
What
don't
do you
even
think?
know. She better not do it. I don't know. I don't know. She better come correct. I don't know. That's crazy, dude.
No, I think it'd be something like he would probably have tried to make it like super inspiring, like the trophy in you,
the trophy in you,
the trophy wife you could be.
Is that why they started with the Stanley Cup thing?
I think so. Yeah, because the trophy.
That was a bad
trophy
graphic
wife.
all the way around.
Oh, bro, that's the other thing. You know, he's
graphic
pulling
was
his
horrible.
own clips off of.
Ivanka was in 4K though. You saw that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Ivanka was in 4K, but that trophy was bit emoji.
Bro. That's the thing. This is what drives me crazy about, and we're gonna look at a lot more of these.
Please, let's do this again.
Oh, we are going to.
This is
This is
awesome.
what drives me crazy. These people have a platform,
Yeah.
and they give such a bad representation of, number one, Christ.
Yeah.
But number two, our responsibility as pastors and leaders to preach the word of God. Like, what do we? I mean, I'm not saying there are sermons that I've preached you can pull 1 minute and 55 seconds out of, and I probably haven't alluded to a verse of scripture, but I don't even know where his scripture would even interject.
It can't be
with
God
those
influenced.
thoughts.
It cannot be God influenced at all.
But you know good and well he manipulated some text.
What text?
Somewhere. Bro, that's his gift. Like, I don't even know. Like, that dude could read a Chinese menu and be like, "See, Scripture says." You're like, "No, bro,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?"
That was amazing. That was truly amazing. One of the best things I've seen today.
Yeah,
Wow. So I wonder is he still in the pulpit?
somewhere, somebody's got him.
Man, did you see the background too? That
Oh,
church
he
was little.
I mean, he's just winning. He's winning at life, obviously. All right, man.
man,
Hey,
that's
it's been a
funny.
good show.
It's been a great show,
Good
dude.
show. Well, we'll see. Jaron, it's that time again. And I will say this. Listen, I feel like last week the grades might not have been as accurate as they should have been.
That's true.
I
agree
will
with you.
admit, I know this is hard for me to do. I don't think I gave an A+ performance. I think
You gave higher than that.
A would have been accurate. There was a few uhs in there I shouldn't have done, and so for that reason, I'll lower mine to an A.
Crazy.
Okay, you'll lower
Is there
yours to
anything
an
you would
A.
like to say, Mason, about your grade last week of a C-?
I think my grade last week was it was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right.
No, I would agree.
So
with
it was a C minus.
Yeah.
I know this week I definitely deserve a B.
that. I mean, we'll see.
Definitely.
Okay, so who am I
Jared,
grading
go ahead.
first? All right, I'll grade you, Brendan.
Okay.
Brendan, you were a solid A again.
Thank you, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I did a lot of prep work this week.
Yeah, I could tell.
In fact, most of these people, they'll never know. We actually started filming 3 days ago, and halfway through we had some technical errors, and I was just like, man, this is not good. I'm not feeling it. So we
Yeah.
stopped. We
It's
came
true.
back in, which thank God we did, because man, today's show was on
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
it was so good.
It was a great
So
show.
I'll take an A, because you know what? I put in the work, put in the time, and it showed.
Yeah.
Preparation shows.
Yeah.
Mason.
Dude, you did awesome today. It was great. C+.
I mean, probably as good. Yeah, I was gonna say probably as good as you can do. A C+.
plus?
Moving to a B. Moving to a
you're
B.
almost
I'm on my
there.
way.
You're on
Mimi
your way.
said something about your grade last week, didn't she?
Yes, she did. She did not like it. She did not like it at all.
She got to the end of the episode and go, C minus.
She's like,
And
no.
Mason's so used to it. He's like, nah, that's about
so-
right.
No, she's going to be so proud that you got a C+ today, though.
Well, thank you.
Hey,
very
but you
much.
did good today.
I appreciate it, bro.
Jaron, as always, A++, man.
A.
Just crushing the game.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Hey, wait, stop.
What's up?
He got a what?
An
A+++.
An A triple plus.
Plus,
What?
plus.
Nothing but be here.
You haven't seen the edits. This guy's going to make himself look so good
Okay.
in the edits.
That's fair.
Yeah, the 2 times that I walk in front of the
That's
camera,
right.
it's just going to be on me.
Boom.
Okay. That's fair.
Hey, well, thank you so much. If you have listened this far, we really appreciate it. This has been episode 2 of the Movement Podcast with Brendan, Mason, and Jaron. We will be back out next week with episode 3. Can't wait for you to see it. Can't wait to record it, because I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's always fun, always interesting, right here with your boys. So can't wait to see you next week. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, get involved. We'll start hopefully within the next couple weeks with the segment called Ask Us, where you can ask us anything. You can put those in the comments below. You can email us. You can tag us, DM us, whatever you want to do. Let us know, because we want to get to your questions as well. We want to talk about what interests you. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Say goodbye, Mason.
See y'all later.
Jaron,
Bye.
take it easy, guys. See you next time.